Uh, Welcome students to the second video. I hope studying in standard 10th is going on well with all of you. So glimpses of India, Coorg, we had discussed about the general vegetation of Coorg and the people of Coorg, their nature. Today we'll start afresh. We'll start with discussing every part again, small point, value point wise in an animated video. That way it would be easier for you to understand and remember. So I think we should begin. So it's a coffee country famous for rainforest and spices. These are the things that make this place Coorg unique in itself. Now, the geographical location is important. Often it is asked, where is Coorg? So Coorg is located between Mysore and the coastal town of Mangalore. That the author has mentioned, and he has also mentioned that if you visit there, you will feel this city has drifted from some city of God. It looks so beautiful. Scenically, you feel as if had heaven been there, and the important part is it's the smallest district of Karnataka, and 30% of the land is covered with evergreen forests. And during the monsoon, it is very difficult to visit Coorg because it rains heavily. It becomes difficult for the tourists to fly. But if you want to visit the place, September to March is the tourist season over there, and this makes the place very unique. These are all value points. When to visit Coorg, where is Coorg located, how is Coorg described, what kind of a country, why it's called a country. It's not a country, but since so small, the small cities, villages are also referred to as country. So that is the reason it is described. But if you walk down the street, you can smell coffee on the streets. There is such a huge coffee plantation. We also discussed that they are either of Greek or Arabic people who settled there. You see, I gave you the reasons for that. The basic belief, and it is very sparsely populated. Second thing is that, so that's why it's peaceful also. It is believed some people of Alexander army found it futile to take the long journey back to Greece. Those days rowboats and row ships were used, and it took many years to go from one place to another. So they thought it was futile, and they settled over there in Coorg. And it is believed that why the reason for believing that? Because of their difference in general practices, daily life practices, religious practices, etc. But their black coat and waist belt makes them look like, I told you, kufia was the name of the dress, and they call it kupia. And the people of Coorg have been great warriors. And if you visit them, you speak to them, they were always, they will tell their tales of valor, how brave they were and how bravely they gave their life for the nation, or to protect or fought the enemies bravely. They are always full of such stories. They are very hospitable person, that I told you. They will treat you with great courtesy and do their level best to keep you comfortable. So that is another quality of Coorg people. So tales of valor, one quality. They are very they show hospitality to everyone is another point. How to describe Coorg people. General Kadiyappa, I thought he was a Kodavu or a Coorgi, and he was the first chief of Indian Army, Field Marshal Kadiyappa. Or now Field Marshal has been changed into General, so that can also be stated for them. Now, the next point. that's what I said. I ended on this point during the last video. Kaveri starts from Coorg, and the springs that release the water of the river Kaveri are scenically very beautiful. So Kaveri, a very important river, a river of dispute between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. It originally originates from Coorg, which is in Karnataka. Yeah, the birds, Mahashit is one of the fishes that are found there, which is unique. A kingfisher bird. They jump into the water, dive and catch those fishes. Then there are squirrels running around, abundance of squirrels. And there are monkeys or langurs sitting on the branches, and they tear the fruit and drop it in the water just for fun, just to see the water splash. Mahouts can be seen brushing and cleaning their elephants everywhere. So elephants are in abundance over there, and they roam freely in Coorg. So that is a thing that tourists should be aware of, that elephants are plenty in Coorg, and you will find several of them moving freely, right? So that is the beauty of Coorg. And now let's discuss about the sports over there. You see, the more we speak about Coorg, the more the desire of visiting and seeing such a place grows in our mind. So mountain sport is a big attraction over there. Even the most lazy people, the most laid back people, they get adventures over there, because you can enjoy rock climbing, mountain biking, rappelling, river rafting, trekking, right? These sorts of mountain sports are available over there. And if you will go over there, you will find numerous mountain bikers. Mountain biking is a very adventurous sport. Trekking is the simplest of them, where you walk through frockers or a mountain or a hill just for fun. Macaws are another unique species of apes that are found over there. Malabar squirrel, a rare species that you will find over there. And there is one slender lorries. You see a lorry? So if you visit Coorg, you will find such people wandering over there. So wildlife is a big part of Coorg, although it's not so famous for lions. But not a single moment during your stay in Coorg is going to be boring. As I referred to you yesterday, it is also referred to as the Scotland of India because of the greenery that you see. And you see, Coorg is always green. You will never find a dry phase over there. When it doesn't rain, and tourists even enjoy during the visit during September to March, even the little rainfall that occurs over there, that is enjoyable. Kaveri river had already been discussed, and there is a hill named Brahmagiri Hills. Now, Brahmagiri Hills are a famous spot for climbing by tourists. I tell you why. See, if you and you cross the landscape of the Brahmagiri Hills, you can see, first thing you can see is a panoramic view of the entire landscape. And if you walk across a rope bridge, if you dare enough, have the courage enough to cross a rope bridge from one peak to another, you will find an island of Nisargdhama, and it is the biggest settlement of Tibetan refugees in India. You will find monks over there, and then they have this orange dresses, they have these ochre dresses and yellow dresses, different depending upon their level of monk, being monk or the monkhood. They have different dresses, and the area where they have settled in Nisargdhama is called Bailakuppe rather. there you will find big monastery, and suddenly the city's entire idea would change. Now you suddenly start relishing the peace and calmness, the peacefulness associated with Buddhism you will find over there. Can you think about a single city that can offer so many choices? It's practically impossible. So it's highly advisable. Once you reach Coorg, you will have an experience of your life. That's what I can say. How to reach Coorg? From Bangalore, it's a 250 to 260 kilometer road journey that you have to take, or you can take a road journey from Mangalore also. These are the 2 points, because the author has mentioned about plane journey. So there are airport in Mangalore and there is an airport in Bangalore. So by railways, I have no idea which station would be close if we go from here. Again, our only choice would be Bangalore. So that is the only way. So this will be all for today. We will be meeting again soon with the third video, where we will be